in here on the side of Dreamland, a very different very different composition going to be run. So we
what's the predictions look like?
Here
oh my God, 84%, $4.2 million with 145 people voting against 39 people who only have 830,000. 84 to 16%.
We'll see shortly as we head to Celestial Husk domination.
Yo, the average noob. I appreciate the massive 2 months, my friend.
A mode that can be won by anyone, despite, you know, if you struggle. It's all about those team fights and staying consistent, getting a successful portal if available, and making sure you don't overcommit ultimates, which has been the biggest flaw of some of these teams that have been knocked out so far. Just a little bit too much of an overcommitment that forces you to lose the next fight.
Let's see this, chat. Let's see this. Get crazy, bro. Get hype. Get crazy. Get hype. This is the match that we gotta watch today. This is the match we gotta. Do we have TTK's dad? Where's TTK's dad at?
I mean, I don't want to, you know, scare Dreamland fans, but they've had a rough go at it, right? If we take back look at the
and TTK's dad is not in my chat.
We're
voting Dreamland.
Out of the tournament, Shib.
We're voting Dreamland. Come on, Dreamland.
Fire Sprays. They lost domination to Odyssey, and they've had to reverse sweep.
TTK's dad's not here, chat. Let's go Dreamland.
So it's a little bit scary for Dreamland because the 100 Thieves are also very good at domination. The only team they lost to is Sentinels, who look to be a pretty solid team in domination as well, just losing to Envy, who was another top team. We'll see how this bodes, but hopefully for Dreamland's sake, they can maybe get some value out of this Jeff combination with Chime and Stinker.
No, TTK is at the team house. They're 100 Thieves is boot camping.
Is going to be there on Venom. Venom does a great job of stalling this point with that middle segment, so Chuckles will be doing
okay, let's see this.
This is a very strong Venom map, and Venom will be seeing a little bit of a buff coming up here in the next patch with some of that anti-heal potential out of the Feast of the Abyss.
Look at their team house, chat. Look at their facility over there, bottom right. Looks good. It looks good.
Time and space, and almost getting the point there. Good touch from the side of Dreamland to hold on, but again, nobody falling as both the Venoms are just doing a dance here.
Nice, Harvey's back. I think he was sick last time. Wait, chat. Wait, chat, what happened to 100 Thieves?
And they will get this point.
Yeah, huge start in these neutrals. I think Dreamland are doing a good job.
Pupperinator, appreciate the massive gifted sub, my friend. And Calio, appreciate the massive 2 months. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it.
Ultimate's built up for 100 Thieves now. They switched Terra over to the Star-Lord. We saw Star-Lord.
Oh, look at that hair. Wait, Dreamland is boot camping? Look at that hair, bro. Beautiful.
We're actually not playing that, rather, with Dreamland on that Jeff. And we'll see in this upcoming fight how they do with this Jeff. Is it going to get countered? This is Jeff. It doesn't even matter. Jibbery starts it off with going down.
That's a good start again for the side of Dreamland with an early pick there. Shows just case of the power of Rocket, which, you know, in that ultimate, which is not only strong now, will be getting a 20% increase in damage in the next match while still maintaining that health.
Wait, there's Mace. There's Mace.
Early seasons, Rocket only had a damage boosting ultimate. It did not heal you, and that has been recently changed. And now the numbers of that damage boost are going back to the original state. So
wait, are they boot camping?
Nerf to Phoenix will put him in a better
chat, is Dreamland an organization?
Rocket coming up here in ladder, and although he's definitely playing ladder and in this level of play. As we start off once more, Terra going to start with the Galactic Legend. That is very close there on Mace, who was able to hold on, but Terra finds Valentina now. 100 Thieves trying to walk forward up a number. Out we go with the It's Jeff from Chime. Does that find value? Chime is very low. Terra going to spin, but will it be enough damage? It is not for the moment. The spit goes out, and nobody falls there. Millennia going to bring out the dance floor. Mace trying to hold on, but not for long as TTK gets that pick. But 70% here for Dreamland early on is a huge number in the first set of fights.
And they lose Jibbery, who does res Mace at the very least, right? So Mace back in the fight to stall it out. Ult's committed. Mace actually finds one. Sneakers onto another. And even through this invisible boundary of Harvey, 2 are down.
Bro, I kind of want to...
Starting again.
I like Chime.
Position. It looks like the team is together here right now.
Like, I think I'm a fan of Chime. I love his hair.
Bang, lands in, does not find
he has what I cannot achieve.
Chuckles onto Harvey, and again, Dreamland are looking lights out at 96%. Can they take this and set the pace early on? Or will this portal come through? It does. CTK on point with portal. Djalia gonna res back up. But will they be able to bring
also,
he might. No, the whole team. Oh my.
What is happening with 100 Thieves?
That pick. And again, Dreamland are playing lights out, keeping this momentum. I'm gonna use this Sia to just have that
bro.
It looks like Dreamland may be able to do this right now, unless Chuckles, or excuse me, Chuckles on the side of Dreamland, it will hold on, and that is map 1 Dreamland against 100 Thieves.
Chat.
We've heard the fan base of Dreamland say, "Don't give Mace the."
I'm telling you, Jay, when it's tournament match, it's anyone's game, bro.
These neutrals. Dreamland
Bro.
has looked so impressive. Some of the most impressive games
What
we've seen in
the
the neutrals,
fu-
right? In terms of
What
ultimates,
am I
100
looking
Thieves
at?
had pretty much the pick of the
Oh
litter,
my
right?
God.
They could do whatever they want. And that was,
Oh my God.
I mean, the dives coming out from Dreamland.
Oh my God.
On these flank angles, Thinkers is doing so much. He's leveled up, 9,000 damage from him.
Yo, what's
On
up,
the
Snake?
Phoenix,
How you
no
doing?
eliminations.
Oh my God.
I mean, this was beautiful from Dreamland. If they can keep that pace up, 100 Thieves are going to be, you know, back against the wall at the current moment and are going to have to come back. They're mixing
I'm just
up
gonna
their
say
shit.
it.
They're putting Djalia on.
I'm just gonna say it.
Warlock. They're having Terra still play.
100 Thieves
That
looks like my
Star-Lord,
fucking
so
ranked
maybe with this
games
more
at the end of the
front-to-back
season
style
today,
they can
chat.
pan out, this is always where 100 Thieves is best.
They look like my
when they can
teammates.
Sort of play
I don't-
back style and just rely
Bro.
on good support play to stay alive. We'll see if they can actually capitalize off of Dreamland to make this dive comp look beautiful.
Yeah, a lot of good
Yeah,
neutral play there
limes.
as the
Yeah.
kidnap is being set up. That is why these walls will be prematurely set, and they're looking for anyone potentially in the back line. And again, you click that button, and it's almost instantaneous. Team going to fully commit through it instead. Come in heavy now. Stinkers with the walls up, trying to find a pick. Still not able to do so, but yes, they do now as TTK goes down. And again, Emma does great in those neutral battles there. Out goes the It's Jeff and finds one onto Millennia. Potentially off mapping here is Chime. As it is
No,
a flyer,
he's not gonna
so
be
you
able to-
likely have to commit with it.
Oh, he actually did get that. Wow.
Which it is fast enough from Chime.
Wow.
Millennia, and that is another pick. Dreamland looking awoken now and absolutely popping off here in these fights. I would go with the Sonic Seduction.
Oh, and Djalia had to drop 2 for it. Sorry, Shib, as they start the final.
No,
doing so
no,
much.
dude, no.
Absolutely.
Chat.
Do not worry, my friend. Again,
Wait.
Dreamland is just looking so
Wait,
good
was
together.
Dreamland-
Neutrals are
Dreamland was
wild.
8th seed,
However, the
weren't they?
Bounty to commit
Oh my
the
God.
boundary during those fights,
They
and
look
that is
strong.
the advantage to holding out those ults,
Oh
and that
my
is the
God.
like the patience, the understanding of play.
Hold up,
in
chat,
that
hold up.
first
I'm
snap to
gonna-
not
I'm gonna
overcommit.
edit
Just use Gibbery's ult, just
them
use that
predictions, and I'm gonna put all my predictions on Dreamland real quick. I'm not gonna change it for anyone else because you guys just got scammed. Oh, shit.
On, holding them near spawn, try to buy time, and this could be a huge strangling prison opportunity or eye from Chuckles or Stinkers. Gibbery is holding on to the C as well. There's that strangling prison. Can they commit? Out goes the C. Terra finds Stinkers though and is making that switch onto the storied Bucky that he can play.
And they're sort of living right constantly at the moment. They go for the ping. Oh my goodness.
There we go.
3 in that
There we go.
Impact. Might as well make it 4 with the follow-up. Beautiful job from him. In Dreamland.
Hey, they finally capped, bro. They
Very
finally.
interesting
Yo,
shit with the
wait,
pickoff.
what?
I mean, they're
Shiro,
doing the
appreciate the
triple comp
massive
that we
gifted
usually
sub
see on,
to
like a convoy map. Making 100
Destroyer
Thieves
of
sort
Clock.
react in a
Okay,
bit of
an
a-
alpha. Appreciate the
uncomfortable
massive
way.
prime sub as well, my friend.
Yeah, agreed.
Oh, I read that
Has been
completely
successful
wrong.
so
I-
far.
Clock.
Are
Okay,
now
gotcha.
that Wolverine
Ooh.
come out to help shut down Vinny.
Thought that was different.
And that is again a very strong pick.
An
into
Austin.
groups,
Appreciate the
similar to
massive
something
donut,
like
my friend.
Angela on certain maps that does find success with those pulls onto large-bodied vanguards. And again, Valentina will have that alt ready. Gibbery and Valentina have been rotating very well. She will likely use it to counteract something like Djalia if need be, who is holding onto that Ensong Inferno, but that damage boost combination is available there.
Nice, Djalia. Bro, I think 100 Thieves needs to stop doing this triple support shit because they are not a triple support team. They shine. They shine when they're running 2-2-2.
From Millennia, likely the damage boost combination coming in shortly. Will it land? It looks like they're not able to make that happen as Djalia is forced into this off angle in building. Ton of damage goes out as May starts off with the Sonic Seduction, gets one walking, and that's going to be Vinny. Will they be able to collapse? They cannot at the moment. Valentina finds a pick on Djalia in the off angle in that neutral. Harvey is going to bring back Djalia, though, so the numbers are still holding on, and 100 Thieves now are up at 60%. Will they be able to maintain? And out we go again.
Also, Kurova, if you want to see something funny, go rewatch your last game against
at the same time, but that gets
the team that you played against today. All my chat was spamming was born again, born again. That's all we heard. It was funny.
Yeah, this is looking great. I mean, they're stalling it out. They need to sort of take advantage of their Luna advantage, right? They go for that protect and ban earlier, and, you know, a lot of teams have sort of shied away from that.
Fallen Angel, appreciate that for 24 months, my friend.
Luna Snow, 100 Thieves didn't get the combination off, and they lose. Oh, Djalia just goes down at the beginning of the fight very, very early. Maybe a bit too aggressive out of him.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the tricky bit of pushing forward a little too much, playing a little, you know, maybe a little cocky in that moment. The touch does come through here, and numbers are now going to be in the advantage of Dreamland alts as well. This is their fight to lose. Will they be able to make it happen?
Come on, 100 Thieves. Bring it back, bro. Bring it back. Oh, TTK. Yo, TTK. Wrong direction, bro.
Position now, going to force out cooldowns. Will they be able to hold on? No. Chuckle's going to take out TTK.
Oh, but he got res. He got res. He got res by Harvey.
Harvey going to bring back TTK so that pick does not find too much value.
Oh, they're doing it. They're doing it.
Gonna find Stinkers there to trade that right back, and again 100 Thieves are gonna find even more This should be
Oh,
theirs. They bring it
yeah,
back
I think.
to map 3, and they do.
Huge shift up from 100 Thieves, and
I think they got to run 2-2-2, man. I never liked 100 Thieves on 3 supports.
Then onto Celestial Hand, they get you with a cheese play, get 50% on the board, but they stayed steady. They came back and they put Djalia over to Phoenix. That's kind of where Djalia shines. I think that Djalia
Holy shit.
is one of the best sort of aimers in the game, raw aim wise. I think that he is seriously insane. And
Terra 13 and 3 with 10 final hits. Yeah, Terra.
was a big reason with these pickoffs, these 1v1s with, Chime winning them out.
I don't want to
now over to the Phoenix instead.
I don't want to like ruin the surprise chat, but the reason that they're actually winning this is 100 Thieves actually called me up and I had a coach Terra on the Bucky.
So huge disengages.
I mean, I don't want to take credit.
A bit overzealous in terms of their composition.
But yeah, I had a coach Terra.
Is solid, but we haven't seen too many highlight Wolverine plays until that last series we saw on Convoy. But now 100 Thieves, they're going to have Vinny back on the Groot again, and we know this team can play this front-to-back style to a high level as long as Djalia setups on these flanks with the Luna Snowflake.
Yeah, looks like there will be that psionic for the side of Dreamland as we are heading into Codex. Again, a 1-to-1 situation.
Terra doesn't even know who you are. Whoa! We saw each other and we hung out at China.
And it would be a huge
okay, that was a fast timeout. Wow.
For Dreamland to take home this first map as we do start up once more. A lot of ults available here for 100 Thieves and just a few available here for Dreamland as you'll see Djalia, Vinny, Terra, and Harvey available on 100 Thieves throughout this fight, whereas Mace, Valentina, and potentially Chime to later on in the fight to try to match that back. But this is a very strong Jeff map if you're able to make it happen.
Yeah, the big shift up is putting, like you mentioned, him on the Jeff, but Djalia finds him early. Oh, geez, and Stinker's back over to Phoenix at the very least, but it's already starting off in a horrible way for Dreamland, losing their Jeff that early.
It's another one of those very strong route maps where there are those tight lines where you can shut them down with 1 or 2 walls and completely shut off angles from the back line. Harvey gonna bring out the Sia. Terra with 1. Do we see more? Make it 2, why don't you? Potentially up in the sky for 3, and that will be 3 as again Terra.
Damn. See, I'm gonna be honest with you, as his coach, it makes me very happy, chat.
And just consistently
it makes me very happy
after that switch.
I don't think we see a lot of teams really just be able to make this 2-2 work so well. And the 100 Thieves is very unique in this sort of style. Maybe only like a VP is another 2-2-2 sort of team sometimes. 100 Thieves, though, they get to take advantage with the putting Djalia on Phoenix, a very aim-centric hero, and then Terra on his Bucky. And we've seen him many times pop off on that hero. But Stinker's going to have to go huge for Dreamland in this neutral yet again.
Chime finding Djalia early to trade that back could be a good start, but that res comes through from Harvey.
Why is Djalia keep fucking... Oh, TTK slam dunked on Chime's head. Why is Djalia keep dying fucking first? Djalia!
The animation cancel the melee, finding value either way as Harvey goes down. Bang! Make that 2 as Millennia. Now Mace finds Djalia, and again onto Vinny. Dreamland going to be taking this point back very early on with only 44% there for 100 Thieves.
Chime sort of the sacrificial shark in this case, right? Taking the brunt of TTK's ult, one of the stronger ults as well. Tough part with Jeff is that, I think early on people, took advantage of maybe not being practiced enough versus Jeff and the Jeff ultimates. Nowadays, people are sort of reacting to it well. We saw that Meteor M come out. But Dreamland, understanding they have the ult advantage, sort of just press forward off of Chime's early pick.
Wait, I just saw someone walk past in that room, and there's someone else. Wait, there's someone else playing in that room over there.
30% on here for Dreamland. Stinker's going to take the off angle, and it is huge right there. The great pop there of the passive on the stacks. The stun goes out, does not land. Mace going to start up here trying to find the Psionic Seduction. There is value in forcing that last second seduction so that you can deal damage while they're still walking. Almost happening there on a TTK, but does not fully pull through. Harvey gonna launch out the
oh my god, bro. How the hell did he live and to actually do that? Djalia. Wait, it's TTK, bro. TTK, bro, what's up, man? Are you too short for the camera?
Stinkers is nasty. That was incredible, but Mace also collapses on it. And we'll see if Dreamland keeps this up. This has been a big change for them, right? The largest thing for Dreamland, honestly, is the roster construction is great, but Stinkers
what's happening, chat? What's happening here, bro?
His overall mechanics. He has been grinding the game nonstop, and you can see it.
Enemy ahead. A very strong player. Once again, Vinny now going to be making that change off the Groot and is going to be running cap. Trying to be available and ready with that freedom charge. Alt advantage heavily up here for Dreamland, who have almost 5 available. Will have 5 in this fight if need be. Chime on an off angle, trying to make a play with Jeff here. Out goes that Sia. Be matched right back. Mace going to find Millennia early on, though.
Oh, no. This might be GG's, bro. This actually might be GG's.
And you got Gibbery, excuse me, using that Sia on the backside of Dreamland, but no one else committing there. Still holding on to Chime, Chuckles, and Mace. And Valentina very close as well with an early pick there from Valentina onto TTK.
Oh no, chat. Oh no.
The portal comes through from Millennia. Will they be able to make this happen now, as there is only 2 available on the strategist line? Djalia going to be on the Warlock, Harvey on the Rocket. Not a lot of mainline healing there. Djalia finds that pick though onto Chime and makes it work, but Chime comes right back from the res. There has been so much value in that BRB in this matchup.
Yeah, but I don't know how, like, Vinny didn't die in the previous fight, and now he's on
Oh my god, they brought it back. They brought it back, but look at their fucking team comp, chat.
Change up to Adam Warlock on this map is enabling this squad right now for 100 Thieves as they come
Look at they're running
with the
3
back against the wall,
tanks.
right? That was huge plays from 100 Thieves.
They're running 3 tanks. Fucking Rocket and Adam Warlock healed. I mean, it's doable. Hey, they got res. It's doable. Let's see it.
That res is available for Djalia, and it could be huge.
They don't got a TP though, so they gotta win this.
The Warlock post KO and ensuring that they are in a dangerous position when they do launch that Karmic Revival. Vinny trying to make a play here onto Chime.
Rocket already has ult, chat. And they got cap ult. That's true. They do have cap ult.
Cap is all over the place.
They do have another support.
Yeah, but they're pressing off that Jeff on his off angle, and he can't stay. Oh, he's down again. Oh my goodness! I mean,
nice, Terra. That's a good pick. Now it's last fight territory. That's a good pick.
That's an insane pick off.
If they get another pick, that's huge. It's GG's if they get another pick.
Thieves are building up ultimates, and you know, every single time the HF comes out, TDK is there with the Meteor M. We're 10% away. Dreamlands don't have ults yet either, and they're gonna have to survive, build up these ultimates, and maybe panic. Hopefully, 100 Thieves don't maybe push them off the point in there for their sake.
Yeah, I like that follow-up. I think 100 Thieves have done a great job ensuring they do not get found by that It's Jeff at all. Either great tracking or great commitment on things like you're saying of TTK.
Oh, there goes the Rocket ult. Fuck.
Make sure they cannot make that work, and that has been huge for them. Mace, though, gonna find a pick here onto TTK.
Uh-oh, this is bad. Oh, the res from Djalia. No, he fucking died.
Back in the fight there once more. Dreamland loses Stinker. TTK back in. Terra holding on the point here. Gonna drop back with some.
Oh no! Oh no!
Playing hyper aggro with the freedom charge. Terra in a dangerous position, but great cooldown utilization.
Come on, TTK. I need you to hit a fat dunk. Fuck.
Still holding on there from Harvey, who doesn't fall either. Great rotation.
Harvey, come on, Harvey. Get that ult, bro. Get that ult, Harvey.
She's going to be using that invisible boundary. Stinkers find CTK once more. That res will not.
He got the res. He got the res, chat. That's huge. That's huge. Harvey has ult too.
Numbers are even again. Millennia holding on here.
Oh no.
Strange goes down from Mace, and that is the power of Emma into these shielding tanks. There is that It's Jeff.
No. Oh, they got the Jeff.
No, it does not.
You gotta stay on point. Oh, okay. No, they have point. Never mind. Sorry, I got scared. Woo, my heart, chat. My heart can't take this. Oh no. And they could do this now. Dreamland is gonna find TTK. They don't have TP, bro. They don't have TP. They don't have TP. They don't have TP.
And here comes the portal.
Wait, they have TP?
Position. They do for the moment.
Yeah, for the moment, but they don't have shredded.
Oh, but they no touch.
Dreamland have #1 going their way, and it's a huge one for them, shit, because of, you know, like we mentioned before. I mean, this is one of their worst map types, at least from the group stages. Moving forward, though, that's a massive win over 100 Thieves.
Oh, chat.
Right
bro, wait, no, no.
Nerves.
I just bet 200. I bet all my money. I bet
100 Thieves really showing their.
I bet all my money.
Stalling out the objective forever, playing that front to back style so well. TTK bubbling.
I bet all my money on 100 Thieves.
But eventually it was too much.
I have $171. I bet 215,000.
I do agree. Maybe they're on map 2 is a little bit of a struggle, but I mean that was lights out at the end. Way to bounce back.
I'm poor.
Through a couple portals. Just
I have $171. I'm poor.
There's 2 portals back, but again, making it happen. You got 11, 14, and 13 finals. As you can look over.
I don't care about this. I don't care about this. I don't want to see this. See details.
Various positions, but again, I think it was just the composition that they struggled with after the retake. There, they were stuck on a Rocket Warlock composition, and these sustained fights that you have, it's just very difficult to press through. Especially when you have something like, you know, the Galactic Legend ready there for Star-Lord.
Yeah, I mean, I like that switch up to Star-Lord for Dreamland, but this is going to be a fun series back and forth, right? We'll see what happens with the Emma. You know, I think 100 Thieves like to play a lot of that Emma Frost as well, so, you know, maybe that'll come into question for them. Everybody's draft phase is quite different, right? That sort of dictates the ebb and flow of the game, and it's very hard to actually do because every single team has a different sort of strategy that you need to prepare for. And right now for Dreamland, it appears to be that Jeff, right? Chime, they were prepared for it, but on the opposite side, I don't think they expected Stinkers to do so well on Phoenix. And then, like you mentioned on Star-Lord, the whole team is just also living, too, from this Rocket Raccoon. These BRBs were trying to get found by 100 Thieves. The only real win condition in the last fight, Idrasil, he tried to find the BRB across the map, even got KO'd for it. But eventually, like you mentioned, Shib, it was too much to overcome for 100 Thieves on that first map on Celestial Husk. And it kind of goes back
that
to
is crazy, bro. That flank that Stinkers just did was actually insane. He got the rocket when the rocket ulted, and he also got the other, he got the Lena. Oof.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, their composition, their changes, they consistently bounce back. And I do think after the ban phase, Emma running it into double shield is very difficult. Obviously, the second shield comes through when you are on the retake. But at that point, it gives you a heavy advantage on these OT fights when you have Emma on point into 2 shields. Just an absolute goalie test.
I'm scared, bro. I'm scared.
Sonic seductions there, too. Essentially launching it off cooldown just due to the nature of being able to get so much free damage. But Stinkers here, 37, only fallen 9 times with 14 finals is absolutely obscene. The most damage in the lobby with 30k and not even having that Mantis boost, instead just raw damage. Star-Lord again, incredibly strong in the current meta. That juke, getting that extra 25 HP is so valuable, and it really helped him just only elevate even farther in this meta.
Yeah, and if we take a look back at the, you know, group stage as well, once again, like this team, I think for 100 Thieves also, you know, in hindsight, also struggled a little bit, right? They were, all the domination maps went to 3-round ship, except versus Sentinels, who pretty much destroyed them, right? So maybe they also were not that good on domination. Maybe Rad as well, and other teams that Dreamland had to play against were really good at Dom. So tough situation, I think, for 100 Thieves. We'll see if they can bounce back on map number 2.
Yeah, we are excited for
It's a best of 5, chat. Best of 5. Best of 5.
Right after this break.
Oh, we're going to a break. It's a best of 5. Yo. Jay's curse says whoever wins first round loses it all. Wait, was it actually 100 Thieves warning? Oh yeah, 100 Thieves did win the first round of Koth. Once you do that, bro, you lose it all. Bro. Jay, can you adopt me? I just lost $211,000. I have nothing. Oh wait, my dad just texted me though. I love you to sleep well then. All right, texting my daddy. Hey, you have money now, WDad3? Oh, my dad was just saying goodnight. He's going to bed. No, I have nothing, chat. I have 181 channel points, bro. I can't even unlock a random sub thing. I have no money. Yeah. Do prediction. Chat, I do a prediction for the whole series. I don't do it for each game. Wait, what is your name? Ticking balls? Appreciate the massive prime sub. Tickle the what? You said I was on drugs when I said 100 Thieves wash. Now, I guarantee you that 100 Thieves. Listen, all Dreamland did. Listen, which was really good. Dreamland winning the first map is crazy. All Dreamland did is light a fire under 100 Thieves' ass and now they're mad. They are angry. They are literally punching the fucking walls of the facility of 100 Thieves and leaving holes in it. They're mad. They're gonna come back swinging this next match. Watch. Watch. Wait, what? Bruh, just wait, what? Force TTK on DPS and 100 Thieves are cooked. You do know he's a tank player, right? There's what? You know what, Jesse? I respect it. Yo, you know what? I like it. You're the head coach of this chat. Yeah, put TTK on DPS.
And another battle out there as we see Dreamland taking one up here against 100 Thieves. Definitely an underdog story going in their favor so far.
Oh, hold up, my dad
texted me
again.
Keep it up as we move to Idrasil's path.
Yeah, I think 100 Thieves is a team that we know can play these 3-3 comps, right? We've seen them in the past do it. And, you know, domination's huge to win for Dreamland, right? Now you go up one map. Now you can take 100 Thieves to a map that they feel comfortable on, but you have the driver's seat, right? You're the underdogs coming into this, at least seeding-wise. 100 Thieves just won their group, so that's a huge win for Dreamland so far to start off the series.
Yeah, again, I mean, both teams struggle a little bit in the domination front, but that is exactly why it was such a battle. But we get to see, as maps are now being more specific.
Sorry, chat.
to
I'm on my
team
phone because my dad texted
how
me.
teams will stack up into their more favored maps. Again, 100 Thieves selecting Yggdrasil Path. And you talked about that triple composition. Dreamland is definitely going to be running it as well, as at this point, it is considered a must strategy in this current meta, just due to how strong strategists are in the current patch. But yeah, looking forward to seeing the difference in comps and the ban changes. We saw a little bit of that in our last matchup, you know, forcing some weird Vanguard selections, running things like Angela and Cap together, you know, maybe not seen as frequently together. But yes, again, looking at the match here as we head over to our ban phase for game 2.
Oh, buddy, I mean, this is going to be a fun one going into Idrasil Path. We know 100 Thieves are good on these type of maps, and Dreamland already banning out that Emma Frost. 100 Thieves not going to play that. Makes sense. We've seen teams prioritize Emma Frost on this map too today a lot. 100 Thieves, though, do get to play that Doctor Strange. They protect it. We've seen that done by many a team so far in the tournament. We'll see if Dreamland follows suit. At the moment, though, you know, Dreamland in 100 Thieves, this is going to be a super interesting one, Chip, because 100 Thieves, I think, on these sort of convoy maps can be a little bit dicey. Like, it's always, you know, either they completely dominate or it's close as hell, right? Like, there's no flip in either way for 100 Thieves. This team always sort of fights the level of their competition, which in turn means they tend to play very well versus a lot of the top teams, but can they get there? Right? Can they beat Dreamland today is going to be a big story.
You know, it's actually really smart that Dreamland is banning Emma, because, you know, TTK is a really good Emma, but
they struggle in this mode because you're right. Sometimes they just absolutely roll. It's all about momentum with this team, and this is a team that definitely can play off that momentum.
What are they going to have their last ban, bro? Probably either Phoenix or Human Torch, right?
But yeah, I mean, the lock-in again for Mace is
Rocket!
Likely that Emma, which I do think Emma.
Yo, what's Terra cooking, bro?
And again, it's the first ban out, but Mantis is now being allowed through. I think the one thing that 100 Thieves is currently working on is they're trying to find their footing with those, you know, that triple strategist composition.
This is Remix on Terra. No,
that's kind of.
I remember Terra did say that Remix does give him a lot of
they're not too
free
reign
reign on the bans. He also said that at China as well, that his team.
Yeah, for sure. Some great points to bring up, Shib, and you know,
it could be Remix. It could be both. It could be both. I remember having a conversation with him though, and I think he even said it on stream, like the interviews.
You know, Human Torch on Terra, and we've seen how disgusting he is on that hero. So, you know, we'll see what they want to do on their attacking side. Is more than likely they'll play against that 3-3 composition that we.
Or maybe I'm just old and I'm thinking of someone else. I don't know.
In the viewership section, maybe
could be both.
Could
be both. I don't know.
Yeah, and I mean, one thing I'm curious about we've seen a lot of kind of fall to the wayside of the anti-triple strategy composition, where it was more Storm. You know, obviously Punisher taking a little bit of a backseat here in the meta, but Storm with something like Moon Knight is taking a bit of a backseat from these teams. At least it's just a comfort pick. We've seen some of these teams
not have a good torch?
Really strong, you know, Moon Knight player.
I don't know who plays torch for Dreamland.
But
probably Stinkers.
It seems like people are running more traditional comps and just trying to power through the triple comp instead of like a hard focused counter composition. And as we see here, 100 Thieves at least with their floating, was more just a standard comp that you'd run in something like that.
Yeah, I mean, for Dreamland, we'll see what they want to do, right? They have a player who, you know, was pretty much known for one-tricking a character that was infamous in part of the GOATs, right, in Mace.
Oh, he's trying to say Mace was a brig player in Overwatch, but he can't say Overwatch.
Mace in the current esports scene. So at the current
Also,
moment,
yeah, wait, why would, yeah, no, that doesn't make any sense. Why would Dreamland let Terra have Human Torch?
They might have been burned instantly, but
And also, Djalia has the Fiend, wait, chat.
Another one of those very strong picks in the entire team.
What the fuck?
Rip here, 100 Thieves coming out with a vengeance, taking it early on as the portal will come through right at this ramp for fight 2.
Yeah, 100 Thieves says you gotta do better than that, right? You gotta be able to protect Jibbery. He's the guy that should be able to dodge around, you know, play low-key evasive. At the current moment, sitting above is Terra, understanding where 100 Thieves want to take the fight. What do you do about that?
That is a huge pick early on and going to show the power of Torch. Millennia going to find Jibbery again, but it's already 2 numbers down. Make it 3 as Terra finds Shime. TTK onto Chuckles now, and they're keeping this momentum walking.
TTK, okay, TTK, okay, TTK.
And they will get very close to this point. It's all a matter of can this touch come through?
Okay, well, I just don't understand what Dreamland's doing.
And they need some answers. Here's Stinker is going to be on Phoenix, but shields come out. Can anybody even touch in time? The answer is no.
5 minutes for second phase. What?
And like you mentioned, Terra has been terrifying on Human Torch. He's consistently been one of the best Torch players, if not the best Torch player in the tournament, just in terms of how many times he's given the hero and how many times he's made the other team pay.
Who won against Sentinels and Envy? Envy, 3-1.
Terra was never really known for playing a ton of Torch until stage 2 here, and then getting a ton of value on Torch. Out goes that eye. Great timing there from TTK to try to force that out and get that pick there from the side on the side of Valentina, but that shield comes through to keep Valentina healthy, who is able to retreat backwards. Terra is going to force out that nobody is gone. Out we go with the Unsung Inferno here from Djalia. Millennia going to bring out the dance floor. Djalia finds Mace there after the fact with that wave. Still going to get that pick, even though the damage boost was just a little bit too late there. TTK finds Chuckles and still progressing forward with 4 minutes and 17 on the clock.
And a big change up 100 Thieves have done, which I've liked since the last series, even though they did lose it, is putting Djalia more on the Phoenix, right? In these 2-2-2 styles. It's tough because Djalia also has a good Phoenix, but you could tell Delia's a lot more comfortable on this hero. Not that he's bad at Ultron necessarily. He also has been a lot better at Ultron.
Miss Moonstones, that's a great
nice
question.
Probably
not.
Thieves,
oh my god, bro. This is like the complete 180 of last game, bro. Last game was very entertaining and very close. This
just finding these neutral picks almost at every single fight at this point. The momentum is heavily in their favor. A
little too cocky there. A little too cocky, but I think they cap, right?
Stinkers gonna try to put some damage out on Vinny, who's not able to grab.
Oh wait, they didn't cap.
More cooldown. So again, Stinkers with some great shots here. Progressing forward, and out goes the Itch Jet from Chime, and that will find some success here and potentially off map unless the jump's up. This is a pretty good counter to Jeff if available, unless the speed's too much. He's gonna buy more time.
No, he's not. He's just gonna reset with his team, I'm pretty sure.
Tracking cooldowns from Chime.
Yeah, unfortunately for 100 Thieves, despite their pickoffs in the neutral, mainly Stinker's just able to take down his counterpart, or at least take down Terra in that fight, and
yeah,
sort of give him the edge. You need Terra alive in these 2-2-2 styles to win. You can't really ever come back via sustain due to the fact you're not playing a triple strat of this composition, and at the moment, Dreamland trying to up the pace, make sure 100 Thieves get some bad ultimates off.
Chuckles setting up for the engagement here. This is a very strong Venom point on defense. Just keep using that wall to your advantage. You always initiate with a wall climb dive and then use your swing to get out. Those who are working on Venom, keep that process in mind. Mace going to be starting now using the Psionic Seduction onto the front line, but the shields are too much to bear here from the side of TTK. Great eat there, not having to commit too many cooldowns. Vinny, though, going to find Chuckles in that fight on the back line and still going to walk forward. Jibbery is getting chased here by a ton. Does fall from Vinny under with the Feast of the Abyss with using that damage from Unsung Inferno, or that damage from Unsung Inferno. That timing was wild. Really
hey,
well
they had 5 minutes, chat. Down 3 minutes now.
There. For sure.
Oh, TTK's gonna hit that. TTK's gonna hit that.
Series, even though they lost round number 1, we'll see he's waiting.
Wait, TTK got his ult.
Obviously, weighing out the Stratus assaults in the current moment. All ultis from Dreamland side. Last time Chuckles was dealt with by 100 Thieves. Can they deal with him again, as well as Stinkers falls low on the top side angle?
And I love the gaming positions that you see as some of these cams, some of these people smelling the screen, if you will, like I do. When I'm playing the game, you just get so immersed. Your face, yeah, your face is essentially touching the screen. I love it. But here we go on the off angle now. Stinkers trying to make a play again. Eye of Agamotto is launched, does find one, but it is matched right back with the itch.
Oh, there you go. Okay, there you go. There you go.
Is gonna get a pick as
yeah, I don't know why he doesn't TP off the doors. Maybe he just wants to keep it for the overtime situation.
Is taking out Stinkers, and it's just so back and forth here. Crystal gets
or maybe he just doesn't have the time. Nah, probably not.
Still moving forward. May's gonna have to touch in a dangerous position, and we are gonna see a bond get launched, keeping the side of Dreamland healthy and retaking that position. Well done on the defense here.
Ooh, I thought Delano was going to try to use his ult there, but he wanted to get saved by Harvey. Him going down was kind of big. The stall from Dreamland's been huge. They lose.
Wait, did they put a portal in front of this guy's face to like
dance floor though, because TTK goes down and Stinker's just holding onto that ult, pressured out the back line of 100 Thieves.
No, bro, 100 Thieves, bro. What are we doing, man? What are we?
4 minutes and 17 seconds on this attack, and now we're down to a 30-second situation, and you do have TTK already on strange. So if TTK is one of the last to fall in the fight, there will be no portal play back. So we are in final fight territory.
No, he hasn't used portal yet, chat.
Hold on in case that is the case where TTK falls early, but we start up once more.
And this is a traditional 2-2-2 versus 2-2-2 ship. Never would have thought we'd seen the day, but Dreamland forced into it. Can't even take.
They had 5 minutes for this too. That's crazy.
Stinkers finds Terra early.
And out we go with the Sonic Seduction. Now, it is going to find a few walking backwards. The question is, can they get them off point for long enough? 3 seconds. They need to touch now. Will they be able to do? They do. And out goes
no, TTK!
To follow up on TTK, who is very low, is able to escape there with some high ground positioning. They're maintaining point right now. Chuckles with an eye, looking at the back line. TTK
okay, they're killing everyone. They're killing. That's 3. That's 4 down. Yo, chat. What the fuck, man? Wait, Delena is not at the team house?
What a fight here by 100 Thieves.
Wait, why is Delena not at the facility?
The team deals with those backline flankers. They deal with that Agamotto coming out soon. Yeah, you shut down TDK.
That was a good hold by Dreamland, though.
Then he comes back and helps peel.
I don't know why it took 5 minutes, chat. They're gonna probably have to do a VOD review on that one. It should not have taken 5 minutes, but
you know, 100 Thieves, this is kind of their matchup, and for Dreamland, they weren't even taking advantage when they had Chime back on this onto the Jeffs. So now over to this Bucky, we'll see what Dreamland can do.
TTK has the coach watching him. The coach ain't too happy about those 2 ult cancels. You have the coach watching.
Is playing very well. That was a
have you guys ever have you guys ever been on the road while driving and there was a cop behind you, but like you didn't do anything illegal, but just having the cop behind you makes you fucking scared? That's how that probably feels. You are probably like sweating, like, oh shit, what's going on, bro? Am I gonna get a fucking arrested?
95 to the next stall. Out goes TTK, who takes out Valentina and
nice. Oh, is he gonna block? Is he gonna block?
Can they get this here in time? Looks like it will be, and out goes one. The second going to be placed. Will this be enough for them to get the point? We'll find out.
Did he do it? I don't think he blocked the right side. I don't think he blocked the right side.
Well, it looks like it might have an opening on the right side, but we'll see shortly. It does.
Oh, he didn't block the right side, bro.
Escape through it with a few at least.
And that's going to matter for sure, but they put Stinkers over to that Wolverine. Mace also starts it off, but Stinker's passive's already popped. That's going to be huge moving forward as 100 Thieves have Strangling Prison up.
The ton of space bought there did allow them to move forward. I'm surprised.
Oh, Delena's not at the team place because his sister's getting married? Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Never mind.
Normally seen by Terra, and they're willing to switch up. Valentina finds Terra, though.
That's good. That's good. Hey, W, Delena's sister.
Launching that dance floor, keeping the team up and healthy, but there's nothing left. Ults out for Dreamland as we see the combination. Valentina going to bring out the internal bond. The Strangling Prison holds on. Will they be able to get back here?
No, they're not going to be able to.
Ticking down.
No.
The defensive side of Dreamland holds them before
that was a good D, chat.
What a hold from
That was
Dreamland.
a good D.
I mean, that second phase of the map shift where they just held for basically 2.5 to 3 minutes.
That was a good D, chat.
Series,
every now and then we gotta.
The end, I mean, you're wondering, okay,
gotta experience a good D every now and then. That was a good one by Dreamland.
It's very hard to get those eliminations, but they're relying heavily in that
pretty
case
good for the 8th seed.
Of Terra living, right? Terra comes down from the sky trying to go for that one shot, but gets shut down by Dreamland.
Bad portal for TTK.
So
hey.
They're working themselves back into it. You know, at the current moment, it's not.
That was a tough portal to try to do in a few seconds, chat. Maybe
that's still quite far that 100 Thieves got Shib.
He
but
tried.
at the moment, this is an
A for
absolute
effort.
just back and forth game between both of these teams.
Yeah, honestly, just some insanely clutch plays there on point two. I think Dreamland's defensive position on two was disgusting until that final fight where TTK gets that pick. It's traded right back after both eyes miss, but down goes your Strange, and then a huge.
Nah, he had a
ultimate
lot of
there
time. Thank
from
you guys
Vinny
for
with a
confirming that
three-piece on
like
two strategists,
5
and at
seconds
that
is a lot
point,
of
the
time.
fight is
Now I got
over. Not even needing to
Emily,
commit
you
that
heard
portal
that?
to get back as TTK was on that
5
Strange, but
seconds
now
is a
we're
long
gonna
time.
see the composition they want to run. Djalia, we talked about in the
What?
past, a very insanely strong hit
My
scan,
chat.
translates very well to Warlock, who is now seeing place in the meta. So a good transition.
I just needed you
on
to know
somebody
that.
who is a duelist main, able to play a strategist well, and just kind of translates it perfectly with that kit.
And it's interesting, 100 Thieves, if we take a look at them right at the roster, picking up Nuck, and, you know, today he's not even playing, right? So it's very interesting to see that Millennia sort of come in as that sub and has been a mainstay of this roster. We'll see if things change, obviously, moving forward, but 100 Thieves obviously very happy with their
Wait,
current
Madara
setup
practiced
of their
that
squad.
exact TP
Yeah,
for
just for a lore
45 minutes.
perspective,
Literally
Millennia was
never
actually a
misses it.
duelist as well. And
That is
transitionally
fucking,
trying to learn
that's
this role and has
dedication.
been
I respect that.
openly
Holy
living
shit, I didn't know
So
that.
very, very,
That's crazy.
strong player in his own right, able to make that switch and still get a
Good
ton
shit,
of
Madara.
value. One pick goes down as Terra falls. Will that be enough? As Stinkers is going to be here on the Wolverine, dealing a ton of damage. That should be a two-piece now on a TTK. Portal's going to be launched relatively early, and he's just going to try to hold and wait here as the portal will come through on ramp, but it didn't fall too early on the point. Having it be all the way up here as the team falls down is a little rough, but it should still be enough for them to get 3 takes. We'll see shortly.
Yeah, I wonder what the win rate is of 100 Thieves' first fight, triple composition. It doesn't feel like it's very good. Usually they actually get a good fight here on that second point. So we'll see if Dreamland built up enough ultimates to stave off 100 Thieves.
Oh, that's a big Groot ult.
Yeah, 100 Thieves has owned up to not being as comfortable on the triple compositions. I'm curious about Dreamland's take on
I
that for
don't
their team.
like
Terra
100
gonna
Thieves
find
on
it
triple
very early. Valentina
comp.
gonna be taking
I
out
just
Harvey
don't.
numbers, evened out in terms of strategists, but as I say that, Millennia gonna bring back Harvey instantly. with
Uh-oh.
Right back to point.
Run!
Trying to find this off-angle
Djalia,
here.
run!
That stun is huge. Djalia trying to make the play happen. Not quick enough. Chime with some nice damage, but Vinny onto Valentina trades another strategist, both of which are down again, but 100 Thieves and Dreamland are holding on to 4 ultimates. Question is, whose will get more value? We'll find out in this fight.
I mean, how's Millennia just lived that whole time? I mean, this guy is being so sneaky on the Rocket Raccoon, diving, dashing around. Now out of the sky, takes down Terra, though, on the opposite angle. Stinker's huge pull from him.
And we'll start up again. Harvey going to commit the boundary. Delena's res it out. Terra back in the fight now once again. Ult only available for Dreamland on Chime, who does have that end song available. Good focus here through that structure rebuild. That was disgusting. A lot of shots land on a very difficult target to land on. And that Human Torch. Chuckles looking for a play here. Just trying to build that out quickly. Out goes
Oh, big?
huge.
Big?
Line, will that be able to collapse? Unfortunately, does not get the Wolverine.
Not big.
Taken
No
down on
cleanup.
both
No
sides. That
cleanup.
Wolverine could make a big play. And here we go.
Oh,
The inside Inferno. Chime and Stinker is going to take out
no.
2. And now 100 Thieves need to try to retake onto point 3 if they're able. Feast of the Abyss comes out. Chime going to find Millennia. And no strategists are left now. Dreamland are going to shove through point 1. And I'm not sure the touch can come through.
Yeah, it definitely is not. And we're heading to the second phase. So both teams sort of taking a page out of each other's book. I believe 100 Thieves' attack was a little bit quicker, but that was still a huge attack by Dreamland. Sneakers opening it up, shutting down Terra in the sky on Wolverine. We've seen that a lot on Central Park, I feel like. Terra, of all people,
I was thinking about
usually
doing it
shuts down
Wolf
those
King,
flying
but,
characters
we'll
on
see,
the
we'll see.
Wolverine. Sneakers today being the hero for Dreamland. But can they keep it up right in the second phase? They do have ult advantage. They got that Eternal Bond ready to go. They can also break Millennia with this ult. But in the second phase of the map, you can put it in a bit of a safer spot. We'll see if he wants to do that or to chuck it out. Maybe use it
Is
to
it
buy
me,
some
the guy?
eyes for the
Appreciate the
squad
mess
as
of
Chuckles
Prime Summer.
also
Welcome,
strong prison
welcome.
combination coming up for Dreamland.
Appreciate it. Appreciate
Dreamland
it.
just about a minute behind.
Welcome to the most amazing chat on Twitch with a full set of hair. The hairiest chat of them all. Wait, did they double support ult? No, that was the other team. Never mind.
CTK, Harvey back in the fight, but at this point you got to retake.
Yo, Djalia.
If possible, and that will be the case. Djalia trying to make a play here. Valentina tracking that though. Will Djalia be able to get
Oh
this play?
no,
Good positioning here.
Djalia.
Now Chuckles follows in on Djalia. That stagger could be massive. It is, but Terra gets 2 back on the other side on point.
Yeah, what is it? I mean, Millennia's on the height with Vinny and Tara. They're going to try to clutch with a supernova. I mean, might as well. You found 2 in the neutral somehow. Could make it more.
Wait, he's actually dodging that ult by Mace. Holy shit.
Comes through on the portal, and they are able to hold here as they are now using that portal to retake once
scrolling
more.
by and saw
Only
your stream, was
space
wondering what your hair
finding
routine is.
in the neutral after Djalia just bought a ton of time, honestly, into Chuckles and Valentina. So that was actually
The trick is to do nothing.
A struggle on the super late stagger, but it ended up working out incredibly well for them.
Yeah, good point. Now that they were lacking the healing, and now in this upcoming fight, 100 Thieves have an edge, right? Huge ults used in the last fight. You just need that supernova to close it out. And right now, I mean, it's looking definitely like don't give Tara Human Torch because he'll do things like that with his...
Oh, is it big? TTK, is it big?
Likely a push comes through. No one falls there from the Eye of Agamotto up in the sky. Stinkers.
Nah, TTK, bro. We're gonna have. I'm gonna need to text TTK later and have a conversation.
Difficult to dodge. Torch does fall. Terra goes down. Valentina gets that pick, but the res comes through. Chuckle's gonna find Harvey. Millennia bringing back Terra. Harvey comes through from Djalia. Everyone falls, but everyone right back in the fight with a mean res here.
Oh no, Vinny's a lot. Wow, that's a big res. That was a big res from what do you call it?
Through the struggle, Terra gonna find Valentina and turn the numbers around, but out we go with the
asking
legend from
bro,
Stinkers, and that's gonna burn
stop,
that
bro, not like that.
Out there, almost finding that
talking about the ult, he didn't hit it with that touch. Shut up.
Chuckle's gonna have to drop back once more, and this is such
you guys know what I mean.
Dreamland up one ultimate. Harvey.
He didn't hit anyone with his ult. You guys are stupid, bro. You guys are so stupid.
Yeah, last time the Sonic came out from Mace, I believe Tara just sort of waited it out, and they find Mace early while he's popping it. Oh, that could be the nail in the coffin for Dreamland. Losing that ult and Mace back to back. That's brutal.
Did I actually say that? Oh my god.
Are gonna have another ult advantage fight here for Dreamland, but as I say that, Harvey gonna find another neutral pick there onto Chuckles, and that is again gonna drive them backwards. 30-second territory here, folks. 100 Thieves trying to
chat. Last fight. Gotta get hype.
Gotta be ready to retake. Should have enough time for the touch. Ult advantage.
Gotta do the XQC pose for this last fight.
On Dreamland, besides Mace, will be available in this next fight to get all if it is extended. But again, 100 Thieves needs to win it right now while they're up. That Eye of Agamotto goes out. Unfortunately, does not find value. Millennia gonna bring back Terra.
I'm not happy with TTK.
TTK in a dangerous spot. Could dive here by Chuckles. TTK jumps right back to the res, and there's Djalia to meet. Really good play there by Djalia and just understanding and positioning to be ready for TTK in that moment. Djalia finds Sinkers, Shine finds Millennia. Out they go.
Wait, what? What? Yo, what?
Why
would you try? Bro!
Millennia's in. Terra gonna find Chime, and at this point, it is a dangerous spot for Dreamland. Portal coming in here shortly from Valentina. Can they maintain this position for them?
Yeah, it's looking like Terra alive with Vinny is just too much to overcome.
Bro. Oh, look at Djalia flex at the end over there. Bro, they had rocket ult. Why was he trying to hit the fucking Human Torch in the middle of the air, bro? What? I didn't.
Against the veterans of 100 Thieves.
Yeah,
chat.
on that first corner for that long is tough. Granted, both spawns are very long, and it's all about just picks.
I don't think it broke it
on both sides, but even in moments where Dreamland had those neutral.
Oops.
Stun is huge. Djalia trying to make.
I don't think he broke it.
Last time the space back
another neutral pick.
No. Look.
That Eye of Agamotto goes out. Unfortunately, does not find value. Millennia gonna bring back Terra, who falls early in that fight.
Look, I don't think it broke.
Dive here by Chuckles. TTK jumps right back to the res.
I think the shockwave was too high. It was too high. Look.
By Djalia and just understanding and positioning to be ready for TTK in that moment. Djalia finds Sinkers, Shine finds Millennia. Out they go.
Oh, he actually died. He died and then got res and then threw it down. I thought he already used it because I saw all the blue health. Oh!
As Djalia brings back everyone who falls. Millennia's in. Terra gonna find.
Wait, no.
And at this point, it does not. Vinny gonna fire by Djalia and just understanding and positioning to be ready for.
Oh, the ult's right there.
Dive here by Chuckles. TTK jumps right back to the res, and there's Djalia to meet. Really good play there by Djalia and just.
You see the rocket? That's Millennia. I didn't even notice he was just floating there, and there is the ult.
Ready for TTK in that moment. Djalia finds Sinkers, Shine finds Millennia. Out they go. Will that get broken? It does not. Vinny.
No, it lived. It lived! That fucking ult lived! Oh my god! Wait, is it because, like, no, chat, it's not because it's hiding behind the thing, right? It still breaks things behind the wall.
Gonna find Valentina now, and the numbers are again up for 100 Thieves as Djalia brings back everyone who falls.
Wait, Millennia the GOAT?
And at this point, it is a dangerous spot for Dreamland. Portal coming in here shortly from Valentina. Can they maintain this position?
There's no fucking way.
Circle. It just feels like we're, you know, at the very beginning, we're like, oh my god,
Bro.
Human Torch is broken, and then Human Torch doesn't get prioritized anymore, falls off the
Yeah,
meta.
I can't believe that, bro. You have.
Over,
I'm guessing the ult. I don't even play that fucking character. I'm guessing you need to be on the same like level.
I just feel like this always happens every single stage. You know, everybody's experimenting in the group stage, but once we're here in the playoffs, teams tend to figure out what's best. And
bro, that's crazy. I don't know how that lived. I don't know.
That MVP.
Yeah, I think it's just more of a learning curve, right? Initially, you see that triple strategist composition, you think that it by far takes priority, and you maybe let Torch slip through, and teams are saying, you know, we need to run the triple instead. Don't worry about the Torch. And now you're finding out that, you know, Torch in the right
if he
hands
did hit
can
that
just
ult, we would be
absolutely
talking
lock down
about
these
something.
backlines.
Yeah.
And before they can even get these ultimates,
We would be
to
talking
hold
about
on to
something
each other
totally
in those
different. If he
moments.
actually did hit that
Exactly
ult,
like
we would
you're
be like,
saying,
holy
constant
shit.
learning circle leading to different changes in these metas, and yeah, I mean, 100 Thieves really popping off there.
Yeah, and we'll see if they can keep it up, right? 100 Thieves, I'm sure their fans are very proud with that performance, because Dreamland is one of those dark horses that you always have to be concerned about, right? I mean, they were one of the top teams coming out of the qualifiers. We know how good they are, especially formerly, a lot of them coming from Team Nightmare. So this squad, they're good shit, and you can't really take it easy on them, and especially when you play 2-2-2 against the 100 Thieves, that's like their bread and butter, so that's tough. That's like almost the home territory of 100 Thieves.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great call out there. That is a comp that they are more than confident on, and they have admitted to not being as confident on that triple backline. It's almost like you need to, you know, exploit that a little bit. But again, we will see what happens as we head into our next match, 1-1 series, right after this break.
We're going to a break, chat. We're going to a break. We're going to a break.
Forgive me for what I am about to do. I see you. You've been judged.
Ay, 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 ay.
Face the devil.
Exclamation mark toilet. There's no exclamation mark toilet here. I don't go to the bathroom. These Mr. Fantastic drops are the no, it starts. I think Mr. Fantastic drops start next tomorrow. Nash for 56 months. Appreciate it.
New post here next week. I had to move to VA for it. I'm excited.
Wait, 56 years, holy cannoli. Much love, homie. I got a promotion and I start my new position next week. I had to move to VA for it. I'm excited. Yo, congratulations. That is absolutely insane. Also, VA. Virginia.
Yeah, let's go, Chip.
Is it a nice place? I've never been. Let me see. What does it look like, chat? Is it beautiful there? Is there mountains? Virginia. Oh shit, I just typed Virginia and thank God I did not do that on my stream because what in the... Yo, Shiro, appreciate the massive gifted sub. What the f... Virginia?
Make sure to use your Twitch Prime.
Virginia,
Like
I don't know,
Jay3.
scenery. Oh, Virginia doesn't look too bad. That's actually pretty nice. Oh, that's sick. Can I like show my chat this? Oh, it's not too bad. Look at this. I like it. Good views, mountains. I like that. Beautiful, beautiful. A lot of trees, a lot of greenery. Ooh, look at that. That's beautiful. That looks nice. I like it. Okay, let's see this. Sorry, we're back. We're back, chat.
Welcome back, everyone, as we head to another insane series. Again, 1-1 here. Now, map selection going to be going to Dreamland, Hall of Djalia, a map that they are 2-0 in. Currently, in 100 Thieves are 2-2. So, can 100 Thieves take this on them and put the series up 2-1? We'll find out shortly.
Yeah, I mean, it's as you mentioned, this is Dreamland's best map, and I think that statistic alone definitely bodes well in their favor. But we also mentioned how Dreamland.
I appreciate it, Ricky. Appreciate Ricky. Appreciate massive 8 months as well, my friend. Absolutely insane.
Convoy, we'd assume, okay, maybe Dreamland has a little bit of an edge, but just because of their undefeated streak on that map type. But now we head in versus 100 Thieves versus a map that's good for Dreamland, like you said. And honestly, just
chat, listen, it's been a long day, bro.
I don't know if we can even expect that to really matter, as that maybe the sample size is not large enough.
Touche. I mean, agreed. And it's all about who they go against and, you know, what the compositions were like with the banning fields. So there's so much, you know, into those stats.
No, I think they can't.
Tricky, but again,
100 Thieves can't save Emma. Dreamland's banning Emma first.
And it makes sense for on your map pool to make that selection. I wouldn't have it any other way.
So before they can even save it, they're banning it.
Change in terms of bans. You mentioned in, you know, essentially in our break there, talking about.
It's been no. There's no way you said a 7-hour stream when it's 7 hours and 53 minutes. You do not round that back down to 7.
Series because, you know, the Sentinels ban phase was, again, it kind of stuck to the same sort of path. And that could definitely not bode well moving forward as we see another prioritization of the Emma Frost ban coming out from Dreamland. I just want them to mix it up a little bit, and I think this is a solid start, keeping Ultron in it. We haven't seen Ultron really be too heavily prioritized for the squad just yet. It's been Jeff, so they've been going ban Jeff, protect Jeff. That hasn't worked out.
Yeah.
We're changing it up. That's a good start.
They're banning Emma first.
I think if we take a look back at that Envy series I think that Envy, honestly, that was probably the best ban phase you could do, and then they still won, right? Envy did. So really, I think you have to kind of go for specific targets, going for backline, going for vanguards or something.
Ooh, imagine if they save Torch.
All you can really do is tip your hat as the other team.
Oh, they saved Doctor Strange. Wow.
I mean, we talk about how important ban phase is, and you can quote unquote lose in the
Boo! I appreciate the massive gift sub, my friend.
If you are more coordinated, and if you are, it's really down to neutral picks, coordination of ultimates, not overcommitting, and combination of ultimates. And if you can do those 4 things very
appreciate it.
Despite the picks and bans, you should come out on top. But very much so, the picks and bans can come into influence and shift those scales just a little bit. But yeah, we are going to see the Mantis, and goodbye there to the Emma again. Same decision there for Dreamland to remove that Emma.
Yeah, and the Mantis has been a constant for 100 Thieves.
I think Dreamland is trying to target TTK. They banned Emma and they banned Magneto.
Targeting Vinny's hero pool from what we've seen him on the dive.
I don't think they're targeting Vinny. I think Vinny can play a little. I think they're targeting TTK
as well, which is unique for this map type. They keep the torch for 100 Thieves too.
Omega, that doesn't start till tomorrow.
Is that you get to give.
So tomorrow, if you come back to the stream, yes.
But on the opposite side, Shib, you banned out Invisible Woman, you banned out the Mantis, you banned out the Luna Snow, all characters that can sort of protect that torch besides Ultron.
Oh, they saved Torch.
Yeah, agreed. I think Ultron helps. It looks like now, they are going to be able to run. They can have that invis if they need. They banned it out for the side of Dreamland, not allowing that, as Valentina is a very strong invis.
Ban Jeff, right?
Going to be running that Luna that does escape. Oh no, actually Luna doesn't escape.
Ban Human Torch or Phoenix, in my opinion. In my professional opinion,
they
chat.
Prioritize that Luna for Dreamland's side. They haven't. I mean, they've been playing a ton of it too, so it makes sense at least targeting that. Keeping Phoenix out of the pool too. Stinkers has looked good on that hero. And this would be an interesting switch up too. If they put Stinkers back on that Namor, I mean, that was definitely a sight to go previously.
Winter, probably until the series ends. Could be
same thing, Chib. If you
another 2 hours, maybe.
Torch, I think that we kind of know how things go. But anything's possible for Dreamland on their attack as they start there first.
Yeah, the raid boss of a potential snowflake, as well as that team up there with Invis and the shield is so much to handle on a torch. Puts a lot of you know, a lot of difficulties out there. We've seen teams, you know, over this tournament try to run, you know, that Hulk Namor team up to help a little bit with Torch in the Sky with auto-aim squids. And it's found some success in a counter, but it's very difficult when the double pocket is on the top line. But we did see for a moment there, Millennia was showing the Luna and made the switch to Jeff. Not sure where that's going to end up for him, but that could dictate how much of a raid boss the Torch is in the Sky as we set up here in Hall of Djalia.
The variation makes sense. You want to give them the Jeff this time around. It's on map number 3. You're at least tied up 1-1. You have some room to experiment. Let's see how good 100 Thieves with that Jeff comp is, potentially, if they want to play it. But the bigger story is they're still giving Terra that Torch the current moment, and he's going to have to make them pay if 100 Thieves want to win on a map that you talked about earlier is Dreamland's best.
And we start up now. Off we go on the high side. Terra, again, that Torch, a huge threat. The whole team looking like they're going to try to play that off-angle height here, but it is being matched at the moment. And yeah, they're kind of just stalled, unable to make that play. The res beacon being set up, the BRB there. Terra going to play right in front of their face, because why not? You can deal a ton of DOT damage in that little location. And Mace is kind of left alone in this moment. They're collapsing heavy. Mace does fall early on. Great focus and retake there by the side of 100 Thieves on that call out. Just really strong communication, but the res comes right back there for Mace.
Yeah, I believe, was that res on the high ground too? I don't know if the ammo's up here with them, but okay, that's something we have to watch out for. But we know that these Namor teams love to take this top right angle shib and set up their Namor.
Yeah, and exactly like we called out, the Namor team up is going to be there to help counteract that a bit. And back we go now here. Vinny going to retake. Millennia is going to be on that Jeff. There is a good off-map location at this point. So Terra will still be, you know, pocketed in the sky there by Harvey, but not as much with the Flake, as the Flake will not be available at this moment, but it is available as a selection later on if need be. Stinkers going to find Harvey early on in this fight, keep this space and own it, as right now Jeff is essentially
Oh, that's big.
Ready,
oh, big bubble.
Timing.
Oh, big bubble by Chuckles. Oh.
Ready for that cooldown.
Yeah, they know the Jeff is the priority, though, so they immediately pop the res on that engage. Djalia also finds
Oh,
Jay3,
what a smart...
With that, actually, Stinkers just finds 2,
Oh my God,
3
Emily scared the
tries
fuck
in
out of
face
me.
100 Thieves.
Yeah, I mean,
You
still very
scared
strong. We haven't seen a lot, at least in our matchups here, but Hulk Namor is obscene, and that buys them .1 pretty decidedly. 4 minutes 38 on here, but we have seen teams push through .1 and then get held up at .2, which is, again, very similar to what we saw in Idrasil, a defensible position for the defense.
Yeah, Terra's going to go over to Phoenix as well, finding his opportunities not really there, not showing themselves because of the bubbles from the Hulk. Also, the fact that you're against one of the most evasive lineups ever, right? With the Rocket, with the Ultron, with the Jeff. On the right side, too. Right now, 100 Thieves are split. Vinny's trying to at least maybe dislodge this push, but at the moment, Dreamland's actually played this Namor comp very clinical.
Wait, I like how they flipped the map.
Yeah.
Oh! Shaq at the free throw line, bro. Ooh.
Idea here from Stinkers, who is going to have that pocket Ultron at all times and just deal a ton of damage to Vinny, who was a problem on that last map and now is getting heavy focus. Make that 2 as Terra goes down now, making that switch over to Phoenix as the
that is not like my whales, chat. All my whales I've ever thrown have been 7 Ks. 7. Somehow it even kills me. 7.
As is indicated by the record.
Yeah, I think in previous weeks we've seen teams ban out the Hulk, we ban out like Chuckles' hero pool, and yeah, he's definitely one of the better Hulk players in the game at the current moment, alongside Impunity and, you know, some of the other names at the top for sure. The current moment, Dreamland sitting up on the high ground though, and they did use some ults in the previous one. 100 Thieves still banking up their own, but they are missing both Straddles and their Jeff.
What a dodge by Stinkers.
That was an insane position there by Stinkers to dodge that at that moment. Chime gonna put a ton of damage out here with the Rage of Ultron instead, keep the team healthy. Good ult there in the end as Mace finds Djalia, and again Dreamland are walking and they have not stopped.
Oh, this is not looking good for 100 Thieves, chat. This is not looking good. 100 Thieves has just been falling apart.
Is ready with Edge Jeff if necessary, but at the moment instead going to be looking at Vinny, who will fall.
So Djalia's going over to the Luna Snow too, by the way, or has been off of the
I mean, he wasted ult, but
you know, Jibbery just
they didn't do a TP to touch
for a second. I wouldn't mind if we maybe go back to 2 style, right? Dreamland's backline is not KOable at the current moment. These squids are doing a little bit too much. If we put Djalia maybe over to the Bucky or Terra,
wait, Djalia?
Okay.
What? They put Millennia, which is a DPS player, by the way, but now he's playing DPS But usually he plays support for 100 Thieves. So now Djalia is playing fucking Luna. I guess it's because maybe he was close to Luna ult, but Djalia is their DPS player.
Switch up in composition as it is clearly working, and they are retaking positioning. But again, 3 minutes 30 on point 2 is on point 3. Excuse me, is a
what is 100 Thieves?
So really good push
What
here
is
by
100
Dreamland, who do
Thieves
have a couple ults
doing?
available, 3 ready for the side of 100 Thieves.
It sort of builds off of what you mentioned earlier, Shib, where 100 Thieves have mentioned they're still working on their triple compositions. And at the moment, you know, their solution to not being the best team at triple solo duelist is just go back over to it. And the name will, oh my god, early pick from Stinkers.
We go with TTK with that Eye of Agamotto. He's going to break that Sia quickly. Terra going to find Chuckles, though, and raw damage into a Hulk is your answer. Rez comes right back from Chuckles as Valentina is going to be on that rocket. Stinkers with a mean ult there onto Djalia. Great positioning is going to find one, and they're trying to break through and press forward. But again, 100 Thieves doing a decent job of holding. Ults are going to be up slightly for 100 Thieves. Dreamland building and taking the space. Vinny going to launch that Groot hug, and it does find one as Jibbery goes down.
No, he doesn't pop his ult. Okay.
Millennia on the Star-Lord off that strategist role is clearly looking pretty good right now. Has not fell once and does have that ult available if ready and necessary. And there's not a lot of answers for it on their team right now.
There's no way 100 Thieves is tilted. There's no way, bro.
Deal with these off angles. It was really just sort of Vinny before. Now on Groot, Millennia is the one kind of dealing with him. And in the sky, he commits already an early ultimate. Does get brought in by a sonic seduction and also the extra damage from the see you later.
Yeah, unfortunate timing there. If that ult was used just a little bit early, there would not have been an answer, but it is now able to be matched twice. Terra going to find Valentina. Chime takes out Harvey. Terra again onto Mace here on this Phoenix, looking insane at the moment. Dreamland just trying to get their footing back the way it had it before, and they are looking like they have the space. This is a very strong push so far, but now turning this corner is where it gets dicey, and that is a pick there on a Jibbery by Terra, and here comes
okay, nice thinking. Quick thinking, chat, quick thinking.
Yeah, Stinkers has been looking for some absolute hero whales throughout the series, but now he's stunned up. Hard pocket onto him from the jet from across the map, but with all the water in the world, unfortunately, Namor still falls.
And that's just a confident play there by TTK in the back line, pressing into a Hulk Namor, excuse me, and still getting a pick through that is either just insane play or some really strong focus by the strat line as they are walked back. Terra, notice folks, the focus on the squids prior to every fight, that is huge. Look at that squid there. It will be, as I say that, it is deleted now, but the ult's out, so there's no need for focus in that moment. But again, constantly getting deleted in these neutrals. Huge ult here by Vinny. Will this get a few? It does!
Okay. Good old Vinny, good old Vinny.
There's a minute left here for Dreamland, and again, 100 Thieves holding on, and they will have even ults in this next fight, actually slightly up as Mace needs to go there.
The coach is still behind TTK, chat.
Great job in these rotations.
The coach is still behind TTK, bro. He's watching.
It's difficult, especially when the flexibility of one of the support players is they could play Star-Lord, and Djalia also played that Luna Snow. Who would have thought we would have seen this out of 100 Thieves? Dreamland now entering last fight territory. Have to make something work. Last time was countered. Terra's also on the flank.
Chuckles just keeping eyes forward, does make that switch there. No more of that team up.
Nice, big up. This rocket ult.
That Luna, as discussed, getting picked still.
Terra, where's Terra at, bro?
Now onto Terra to trade that back.
Terra's better than that.
Up here for 100 Thieves. Chime falls with
he saw the res beacon. Gotta go get that res beacon.
Does a pretty good job into something like Galactic Legends.
Saw that res beacon.
He's ready here with the end song and Djalia.
Good. Hey, that's smart. That's smart.
They found the Rocket Raccoon BRB, so this kidnap comes out from Stinkers at the very least, but it's met here by that dance floor that you mentioned coming out from them. They slow it down. Sonic Seduction coming out from Dreamland.
Yeah, Sonic is out right now, and goes the end song.
Good shit, Millennia in the back line.
Stinkers now onto TTK, and that is very terrifying to go in to a Wolverine as a Strange, constantly getting pulled around. Valentina going to be making the
the fadeaway.
Going to be making that portal switch just yet, and is going to be running. Now goes back again.
Get the point, guys. Get the point. Get the point.
Going to find Jibbery, Harvey onto Chuckles, Terra again onto Maze. The portal likely will come through here. Shouldn't be enough time, but we'll see if they can get the touch.
They got the portal down, chat. They got the TTK. Hit a fat one, bro. Hit a fat one. Where is he?
Lights out right now. Is just popping off. Terra, Vinny,
was it fat?
Gonna spin to win through the portal and hold.
Who knows? Whatever. They help.
100 Thieves. Stop them before the full push.
And well, I guess, you know, the
chat.
best DPS
What do you
players,
do in
the
this
best duels
scenario?
players sometimes are the best.
What do you
strategist
do in this
players too,
scenario?
right? Like,
Do
we
you
saw
put
how many
the
times
Lena
you
on the
mentioned, like,
Luna?
the clap
Or
came
do
through
they
from
do they
Lena,
switch?
Finds the pick off on Luna's Snow of all things. The collapse through of Millennia. And like you said, it might have been panic too. Like they didn't even need to do that. But still, great work from 100 Thieves to close out. Now, the problem is Dreamland did make it quite far. Hold the Joy is always a 3rd point map. I think most of the time that 1st and 3rd point kind of gets dicey. We haven't seen too many teams get stronghold in the 2nd phase unless they're like really a way better team than their squad. So for 100 Thieves, they got some choices, right? They still hold them in the 3rd phase, but Dreamland got quite far, Ship.
Yeah, I think honestly the win condition here for 100 Thieves is to get to point 3 and make a portal play with TTK and shut that down and give them a free takeover of point 3, giving them the win. It's all about getting there now and having that cooldown ready. TTK trying to make that happen on Idrasil. And again, it's a strategy that we saw early in the early seasons, but it buys you enough time, especially when you don't have full push like that, to essentially get a free win on point 3. It's all about if they can win one big fight and he gets that off successfully. But we'll see if that comes through. Maybe we'll see an early portal play here, again, bringing us back to some of those older strategy.
Whoa.
And they're putting Gibbery over to that Jeff too, by the way. So switching off of Chime on the Gibbery for that hero is the change up that Dreamland want to make. And this is the interesting thing is I think both these teams aren't necessarily playing what we expected, right? At the current moment, we got that name war comp from Dreamland and the 100 Thieves. They're going to continuously play around their Phoenix alongside having, you know, different sort of Jeff players in Millennia. Maybe we'll see on this defense how it works out.
And we'll start once more. Terra on the high side. Gonna, again, focus those squids. Always a priority. Make sure you're taking that advice into ladder. I promise you it will help you into this team up. Terra finding thinkers immediately. This is lights out play. Hyper aggro with the portal exactly as described. The portal play working as Vinny just holding the whole team down. Those cooldowns to stay healthy. Great focus by Millennia there. And now still owning this space. 90 charge already available here for TTK. Is going to try to expel that dark magic on the front line. Not going to get too much value. And here goes the tackle right onto Terra, who's able to hold on here. Ton of damage goes out from Millennia. Terra finds
shit,
Mace.
they're so close, chat. They're so close.
Melee cancel the moment, finding the pick with the left click after the fact. TTK focusing now heavy onto Stinkers, who takes that height. Deals a ton of damage, and down goes Chime. And again, 100 Thieves through this portal early on, making a huge play and might actually take this point. There goes that cancel, and that's the downside to Rocket when that is available. And Phoenix is out on the table, and that should be enough for them to get this point. It is.
Yeah, this goes back to Terra. I mean, finding the pick off on to Stinkers. You know what? Like,
okay, the coach isn't watching him anymore, chat. The coach isn't watching him anymore. He's safe. He's safe.
Have everybody there.
He's safe.
Where's the damage, right? Stinkers is pretty much the solo king of the comp, right? And it's tough losing.
Bro, is it weird? I'm just gonna rant for a second, chat. It's not long rant. Is it weird that in this scenario, just like TTK, I'm a streamer. I could stream to all you, like everyone in chat, like no problem. But if someone's standing behind me, that's where it gets fucking weird for me. I can't play video games when someone's behind me. I don't know if you guys ever played like an Overwatch match or Marvel Rivals or whatever video game that you guys are playing, and then your dad comes in or your sister or your brother or whatever and stands behind you. It's just so weird.
Down under the ground goes Millennia. Will that land? Is going to instead use it to force out a ton of cooldowns.
By the way, I'm bumping.
Of a success there, but ooh.
I appreciate the massive new tier 1 sub, my friend. Appreciate it.
With the boundary, but they're going to keep it rolling, I guess. TTK.
Oh!
I thought that was a bit of an overcommitment, but I was incredibly wrong.
He woke up, chat. He woke up. Like I said, the coach isn't watching anymore. He's on fire. Oh shit, the coach is watching, chat. Never mind. Shut up. Shut up. Coach is watching.
You know that Jeff, like you mentioned, is
the coach is watching, chat.
The ult necessarily sometimes can get hard counter.
Watch what you say, bro.
Worth it if you just bait out Ultron's range in that case. Now Dreamland has to come back. Not a lot of time left too for them to retouch. As if the 100 Thieves get to 3rd phase, they'll have 5 minutes on the clock.
That would be insane. Again, I thought 3 minutes and 30 was a ton. Terra gonna find Chime with a melee.
Damn, look at Millennia's arm like going, bro. He's an arm aimer. Yeah, you can see that.
goes Millennia once more to try to escape. Jabori's ready. With that, it's Jeff, and it is available. Chuckles as well on the Hulk. TTK already has Eye. Will this again find value as Valentina forces out that cloak, which is a cooldown that can very much stop Strange. So I'm sure that is being communicated. Delena is going to be on that Star-Lord now again. He talked about the switch of the duelist and strategist. Looks like Delena's now owning that Star-Lord, and that switch has come back full circle. Up goes Terra coming down with the end song. That does not get a pick.
Yeah, Delena's been on that flank pretty much the entire time. Idrasil comes out from TTK, able to get it off like you mentioned. Also brought in on the main side is the Hulk, and Delena finds Stinkers.
How is Chuckles still holding on? And then when down goes Chuckles there, I was going to say that was a ton of damage out there, and good focus by TTK to essentially just counter the Hulk in that moment.
Point 71, point 71, point 71.
That is the answer. Delena going to find Valentina, TTK on a chime, and they will get point 2 here with more time.
Okay, Delena. Okay, okay. I need you.
Will they be able to push through and end this?
I'm an arm aimer, yeah.
Dreamland bounce back on the defense, much like 100 Thieves did.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and find out. I mean, Dreamland, this is the scariest spot you could be in, right? Yeah, going against the 100 Thieves, who now swap Millennia back over to that Luna Snow, right? He's on that 2-2-2 against your 2-2-2, right? But except you have the Jeff alongside the Cloaking Dagger, just using a bunch of, main healing, not having the Invisible Woman out like 100 Thieves does, who can constantly set up things with that Force Physics and shut down Stinkers, in this case, on that Wolverine.
Yeah, and there are some.
Oh my!
What a tackle out of the.
Oh my!
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God!
Goes down, Chime,
oh my God! Stinkers! Oh my!
Make that switch over to Warlock after
oh my God!
Tackle. What a play there by Stinkers.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting. I feel like the Star-Lord is definitely a good hero, and I'm a little worried, I think, for 100 Thieves side to not play it. But I mean, yeah, like we said, I mean, Stinkers, huge pull out of the sky, comes up, gets that grab. He's done it before too. Now in this upcoming fight, 2 minutes 50 seconds left in the clock.
Come on, 100 Thieves, you guys got to finish this, bro. Come on, come on, Vinny. Vinny has the coach watching him now. Come on, Vinny.
Can Dreamland do anything against it, right? Can they stall it out? If they Jeff ult, it's gonna get Terra ulted, but we'll see. As TDK also has Idrasil to follow this up.
Yeah, this is the tricky position to be
Wait,
in.
what? Terra? Wait.
Stinkers launches that last stand. That's a huge.
Wait, I think he fucked up his ult.
As Jabori goes down, Vinny gonna find Chuckles. Numbers in their advantage again. Terra gets tackled, but does drop back using cooldowns and in a very dangerous position. Yes, down goes Stinkers from Harvey with that pick. Make that mace as well. And
I don't know who that is behind Terra. I never seen that guy.
Can they stop this? Is a portal gonna come through? Haven't seen it yet. Terra.
Oh no, Terra!
Turn that back. Numbers even out very close to point here with 2 minutes on.
And we have a meter to go. Oh my God, touches.
Oh my!
Come on. Chuckles. Stinker's also going to come back on a Psylocke as well. 100 Thieves can't even pull because TTK was still alive on Dr.
Come on.
Going to be in this fight as Dreamland have the 6.
Wow, this is insane. Huge opportunity goes
out.
It does find a as Vinny takes out 1. We get another here. Make it 3 as and Terra. Chime falls and 100 Thieves win the map.
I mean, who needs that Phoenix in the fight if you just do that?
One more game, chat. One more game. If 100 Thieves wins it, I'll clap without my hands. Come on.
For the squad. Doctor Strange gameplay has led this team before, and it seems to be doing it again, Shib, as they win and get themselves on map point. Almost there to securing themselves for the playoffs if they were to win this one and then also the next series.
I mean, you gotta, although the MVP was very much sent over there to a well-deserved Terra, 45-6.
Oh my God, Terra 45-6 with 23 final hits. Jesus Christ, bro.
That forced a ton of free space on the streets phase.
Bro, Terra is just...
It was so valuable.
Jesus Christ.
In the meta, especially when you don't have something like a Magneto, which was banned out on the side of Dreamland there, unable to have those shields to protect against the eyes. So great banning phase and decision there by 100 Thieves, who may have struggled at first, but bounced back heavy and just kind of walked through on their attack.
And for the side of Dreamland, they got to figure something out, man, because really, we know how good this team, you talked about earlier, how good it is, how good they are on this map. I mean, they were undefeated here for a very good reason. And 100 Thieves just come in and they just, put Terra on Phoenix, put them on really whatever, and you kind of dominate. This has kind of been interesting in terms of the meta development shit that we keep talking about, but it's definitely true. Phoenix, Torch are 2 heroes that you just can't let the other team.
No, bro, no, chat. Don't say Dream. Nah, Dreamland. Dreamland is putting up a great fight against 100 Thieves. Dreamland can can win the next game, and it could be tied 2-2, Jet. Who knows?
It's surprising they didn't do it too much on the defense ship, but for 100 Thieves, I mean, they really just kind of stuffed Dreamland in every single case, and the defense of Dreamland was just absolutely horrendous.
Yeah, it's difficult. I do agree. I think that whole
Yo,
team was working so well for them. I think it was.
How do you say your name? MC Nicho, man? Nicho, appreciate about the prime sub.
If it was just they were confident in the play there, but no matter what, as we look here again, TTK with these huge eyes, we're going to be checking out the MVP, which again, Terra playing lights out. 23 finals is obscene. Next closest being TTK with 12. And 32k damage is by far the most in the lobby, with the opposition reaching at most 26 from Stinkers.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty dominant by 100 Thieves and Terra, and the whole team really coming together, right? I mean, we've seen some change-ups for Djalia going over to the Luna Snow. We saw some, Millennia going over to the Star-Lord. There were so many interesting changes that 100 Thieves decided to do, and it just worked out for them in the long run. Now we go back over to Domination map, probably, and at the current moment, 100 Thieves look to have the edge, right? I mean, this team, whenever they get to play Terra onto really any duelist he's comfortable on, I mean, he does exactly what you would expect out of him. Just pump damage.
Your chat is one of the worst chameleon chats I've ever seen. 2 days ago, TTK didn't play well. They all spam TTK wash. Now they all say TTK my goat. That's just how chat is, bro. If I play well, chat says... Wait, actually, no, that's not true. If I play well, chat says J3 you suck. If I play bad, chat says J3 you suck. So... Listen, my chat is just like me. We duo with TTK. TTK is a great friend. Listen, we expect, just like how you guys come to my stream and expect greatness, just like my duos, we expect greatness from TTK. So when he doesn't exceed greatness, we are a little sad. J3, you suck. What? I didn't even fucking do anything. What? Bro, chat, I don't shut up! Listen. It's like when we watch professional, like, football or basketball or soccer or whatever, and we say, wow, bro, that guy fucking missed a tackle, or wow, that guy missed a catch. I could have fucking did that. It's just casual shit talking. Negative win rate on Bucky? That's not fucking nice. That's not nice. You know what? I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I want you guys to sit there and think about what you just said. That's just mean. I'm going to the bathroom and I'm gonna pee angrily and aggressive. Hey, baby boy. Can I get another meow? Can I get another meow? Boba. Can I get another meow? Boba. Boba. Meow. Meow?
Welcome back, everyone. Game point.
No, you don't want to
here for
meow.
100 Thieves against Dreamland. Dreamland has looked very good, but they kind of crumbled there on the defense. You and I are trying to figure out what the solution might be, and I'm not sure there is one. But you looked a little bit at this upcoming map. What does it look like in terms of percentages? Who may take this one?
I think, well, to be honest, 100 Thieves, right? They've won this map before. There's not a lot of sample size. It's a big problem, I think, with the group stages, right? It's also like, you know, patches or not patches, you know, teams figuring out the meta. Same thing with the ban phases, right? That kind of enact it. But from what we've seen earlier, right, the biggest thing is that I think 100 Thieves at points look kind of like they struggled a little bit, right? When we talk about domination, right? Dreamland shouldn't have done that well in domination, but they did, right? And now going into it, kind of similar situation, right? Dreamland theoretically shouldn't do that hot on domination, but also the 100 Thieves side, right? Maybe something is possible for the other squad, right? For Dreamland, we'll kind of see how it goes, but this is their pick, and you know, honestly, I would favor them a little bit in terms of figuring it out, just because eventually they should notice that you can't give, you know, Terra the torch. You can't give him the Phoenix.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. It's
That was the
clearly
toilet.
working for them.
Very good,
This is
very
back
good.
To back now, Terra popping off here.
Okay, let's get
on
this
these
chat.
MVPs with insane stat lines, almost doubling the opposition in terms of finals. Granted, Stinkers had 15 on that last matchup, but we will be getting into the banning phase here. I'm curious to see if that will come into fruition. Do we see the torch getting removed?
Renegades J3. Okay, that was way before your time, Fate. You were probably like 10 years old in diapers when I was Renegades J3.
Yeah, they want to put Mace on Emma, have that matchup, but it hasn't mattered too much. I think on map number 1 it did, but also
Okay, you know what? We're gonna flip this up. Ready? Bang. We're going red, chat. We're going red.
It's like you said, he's flexed over to things like the Doctor Strange, which is protected this time around. Making kidnaps are always a problem, and then Dreamland protects the Jeff again. So they've not changed it up, Ship, and this is my biggest problem, I think, with this team at the current moment, and a lot of teams.
Jay, you
that
inspired
make
me to
this
get the
mistake. It
silver,
feels like they're
seeing
not
your
dynamic
silver
enough with the
gameplay.
ban
It's
phase,
amazing.
right? And
Thank you,
or the draft
Tryhard
phase.
Grandma
100 Thieves are changing it up a
underscore
little bit,
69.
right? They want to mix it up slightly. But already, I mean, we're seeing some prioritization towards the strategist, in which last time we saw the Jeff stuff not necessarily be the focal point of Dreamland. At least it was shut down by 100 Thieves in their side.
Yeah, I mean, that's something I think 100 Thieves have done very well. There hasn't been a ton of value in the Jeff, or to be honest, even when they're playing the Jeff. It did force out a ton of cooldowns on the side of Millennia there on the streets phase of their attack, so that was huge. I do think they committed a ton of ults expecting that to come through, which we've seen some of the top Jeffs do, essentially just launch ult, use the healing, and then just go away and set yourself up for more healing after the fact, forcing out whatever cooldowns they may be using to counter you. But again, yeah, I just haven't seen it be that valuable on really either side. It's just not sure it's worth that. Again, I think Dreamland, an incredibly strong team, but maybe getting that coaching front, a little couple more resources, some of these things that allow them to help with the banning phase may be massive for them in the future.
For sure,
Banned Emma,
right.
so TTK can't use Emma. They have to save the Strange.
But just from like a strategic standpoint, you're banning out Jeff, you're banning out Mantis, you're banning out the triple comps. 100 Thieves don't even care about playing that, first of all. Second of all, when you play these Jeff comps, it's been hard for you to even keep Mace alive sometimes, right? Like, it doesn't matter how much Mace is doing
banned
on, for example,
Torch.
Bama Frost if he's
But
just outmatched on the front line in terms of healing, right? So
Phoenix is still in the game,
prioritization of
chat.
The hero bans in terms of strategists coming out from 100 Thieves onto Dreamland, but at least they've banned out the Torch this time, Ship. That's something that's a change up, I suppose, for Dreamland's side, but it might be a little too late in the upper bracket as 100 Thieves look to close out versus Dreamland and send them down to those lowers.
J3, are you going to
Yeah, it's
TwitchCon
pretty
Rivals?
scary comp in terms of
Yes.
raw
If you
poke
are going to
here on the side
TwitchCon,
of
I
100
will
Thieves,
be
but
there
again,
for Marvel
just,
Rivals. Yes.
I personally think this comp
So
isn't
if you
horrible for
see
them.
me,
It's
make sure to
tricky
come say
with the
hi,
backline strategist when
and
you are running that
or
Ultron
whatever.
and
Or if you
figuring
don't
out
want
what
to
else
see
you
me
can
and you want to
pepper in
like
in terms of
flick
healing
me
on that
off,
front,
go
especially
ahead.
when
No, don't do
Mantis
that.
is
That'll
removed.
be
But
that'll
their
make me
comp
really
is disgusting. They've
confused.
got Warlock in there. They do have Ultron, and they will have the Phoenix. So all of that combines raw damage is wild. It'll really shut down some things like those group walls will be deleted.
Would
if
you
the team
sign
has
my
the right
book this
focus.
time, Jay? Yo,
But
MGLo, if
like
you
you're kind of
ever
mentioning,
see
it
me
does
in
force
real
them to
life,
struggle a bit
I'll
on
do
the
what I
silver
did
front,
last
though.
time,
You
and
mentioned
I'll
that more so
throw
for
away whatever
Dreamland.
you want me to
I
sign.
think that's the only tricky part I have with some of these comps here run by 100 Thieves is they really got to play heavy poke, and once these sustained fights start,
I would
it's
never
tricky
do
for
that.
them. They don't have a lot of answers for that. So on domination, I feel like it typically lends itself to having more of those sustained fights. So I'm just not sure how well it's going to bode for them, but 100 Thieves has been insane, so we'll see.
As they pick it up now, Dreamland gonna go over back to their original composition. They get out that Loki alongside that Rocket Raccoon yet again for a very evasive backline. But 100 Thieves wanting to play this front-to-back style. Kidnap coming from Chuckles again.
And as I mentioned, not having sustained Malaya.
You think Space is a good support? A support? I don't think he plays support in Marvel Rivals. Oh, surprise, motherfucker! Some fries, motherfucker! Surprise! I love that meme.
Potentially one of, if not the best Wolverine in the game. Mace falls 2, as we will see this come back. Lena on the hit scan. Terra again, back and forth with these duelists, looking like I said, stage 100 Thieves at this moment, just walking them down.
Yeah, I don't think Dreamland expected Mr. Terra to be on the Wolverine. That was terrifying for sure. And, you know, they get the kidnap, but at the end of the day, they've kind of kidnapped their own point percentage away from them. 100 Thieves still have that objective. Delena also goes over to the Ultron off of the Phoenix. That's going to be interesting, I think, in the long run. Not sure if we've seen the Ultron alongside the solo duelist Wolverine. Moving forward, though, Dreamland do not and haven't prioritized the Invisible Woman shift. That's been something that's not been in their mind, and that kind of allows Terra to get so much more value consistently. Nothing's really countering him besides the Magneto on Wolverine.
As we start up once again, Vinny is going to have that strangling prison available. The Groot hug, if you will, if you are my friend Cozy. As we start up again, there it is. Does find one, but can they collapse? Doesn't look like they
Vinny looks like he does a lot of shot calling for his team, though. I see him talking a lot.
Quickly, good focus there with some good walls to buy them enough space.
Ooh.
Last stand from Terra on a Chime, and those
that was good. Chime had ult too.
If you find one with an ultimate, that is plenty. You do not need full stack ults. I believe that is one of the bigger struggles from folks who are trying to climb the lower side of the ladder. They think they need to find a 5-piece with every ultimate. One is plenty of
true. You guys heard that, chat? You don't need to look for a 5k ult. You don't need to look for a 6-man ult. If you get one, that's enough.
I mean, Dreamland might have won the first domination, but in this case, I don't know what you do versus 100 Thieves when they're this free at the current moment.
Why do they have 2 supports? Just play 1 support with Jeff and 4 DPS. Jeff can heal everyone, so you don't need 2. You know what, Try Hard Grandma? When you said you just hit silver, now it makes a lot of sense.
Now it's all about one ult fight for them. Dreamland trying not to commit too much and still get the point here, as Chime immediately going to put that Song Inferno out. Valentina going to launch with this TTK though going to find one. Delena on the Chuckles. Even through these ults are making it happen. Valentina going to res bat Stinkers, who is back in the fight again. Holding on to the point. And there is that strangling prison and a double follow-up once more. Make it 3. Why don't you? As Terra gets another. It's all about cleaning up the point now. 100 Thieves are gonna get this job done very quickly.
That didn't even look like a game, chat.
From 100 Thieves. If we take a look at the stats after this, you're not gonna see many elims going on to their way. I mean, we saw what the go down once, and then maybe like somebody else went down, but they kept focusing the vanguards of 100 Thieves, and the pocket was just there from, like you mentioned, with Delena. I mean, only one. It was literally at the very beginning, and it took 3 people to take him down. So not exactly the best, start for Dreamland.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a compositional change up here. We are going to have that cap, with the freedom charge.
Whoa, they're going to have that what? Whoa.
We see Chime now on that Ultron. There is going to be a shift a bit in composition now. There's a bit of more of an open map as we start once more. But yeah, I mean, 100 Thieves, there was no contest right there.
This is the interesting part of 100 Thieves is like they have close series and then they eventually just kind of do this, right? Like this was their losses in their group stages. Like they would lose too early, right? They would lose like a map early or whatever, and then they would just come back, and then on the 3rd map when it was like 1-1 tied, they would just dominate. And it was like they were just playing with their food. Like this team somehow, like I don't know what it is, but they just sandbag early and then just crush their opponents. But Dreamland still have a chance here. And I mean, it doesn't exactly bode well that 100 Thieves have, ults to work with.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. As here we go once more. Chuckles going to try to put some pressure on that back line and force them to not just allow those pocket front line to do whatever they want. And here goes the play on to the side of Chime's up in the sky on the left side, just owning this position. A pretty decent place here. You talked about Ultron not always having the best maps. There are some decent angles here, but Terra just going to walk through, find 2 instantly. That is crazy. You got to dodge that immediately and find another one or 2. Wow, what a play there by Terra as Delena going to clean picking up
Yeah, she
Chuckles.
was on the
TTK
bed.
on Amazing.
Oh, the food's in there.
Oh my goodness.
She was on the
making a
bed. I
quadra
put the food
there.
in the
That
bedroom.
was insane play. You see a little smirk on his face, trying to act like he didn't just do that on camera. That was clean.
If 100 Thieves wins this,
That's why we
it's
talk
over.
about him in some of the categories of best duelist in the game. Just kind of does it himself. Did cost his ult, obviously, but still took down 2 immediately.
I mean,
And
it
100
looks
Thieves in a good
like
spot
100
now.
Thieves might
Dreamland
win
has
this.
to keep
They
this
are.
up, right? They have to come
I
back
didn't even
into
see
it.
the
Problem for them
scoreboard
earlier
chat.
is they're
Did
a little
Dreamland
nervous at
even get a
points,
kill?
and 100 Thieves definitely looked locked in.
Yeah, I agree. It's ever since they lost that first map, they've looked like a brand new team. Only some small struggles, but outside of 1 or 2 fights, they always seem to come back and roll for a few fights in a row. Dreamland,
They had
an
one
incredibly
kill?
strong team. I think just a little bit of a mentality, morale, or maybe even momentum shift right now. They need to try to work on and get that back. As that early Psionic is not going to be able to find too many walking, and there is the close off here trying to find value.
Oh, nice!
Amazing
Did you
does
guys see
follow.
that?
Good focus there
TTK
by
put up
100
his
Thieves,
shield and
who
didn't
used that
swing in
trailing
there.
presence on
He
one
shielded
target,
off the
and
enemy so they
just
couldn't
make
get
sure that
healed
big
by
goes
that.
through, and one target's
What
more than
a
enough again.
fucking
Like we had discussed,
five-head
60%
strategy that he learned from me.
touch here for Dreamland,
He learned that from me,
and
chat.
down and ult as Stinkers is forced to ult.
That was a really that was really smart though. That was really smart.
These people on point. This the, oh my goodness, he goes down to Terra 2, waste of an ult,
Chat,
unfortunately.
hey, Twitch,
Dreamland,
stop fighting.
Their route to success on map number 1 was through Stinkers, right? He was a big reason why Dreamland looked good. And honestly, same thing with the qualifiers. They looked even better, Dreamland did, in the qualifiers. That's why we're talking about them as one of the top teams, because Stinkers was pretty much Psylocke one-tricking and was just crushing people. But now on Phoenix, and now that he's met his match on Terra, 100 Thieves are really trying to close out on Dreamland. Pretty convincing.
Oh, TTK is gonna hit a fat ult right here. Watch this. I could. Oh, never mind. Everyone's dead. Oh wait, it's last fight anyways. Up, chat. It looks like we got ourselves a
This is the
GG.
most lights out play by a team in domination we have witnessed in a long time.
Hey.
No mistakes here.
Dreamland
Constant
could have
value
fucking won
in
this.
picks. The portal has to come through. The touch comes through, but now likely down in numbers, and there goes Chuckle's portal.
Dreamland was a really good team, and I think they could go far in the lower bracket.
That might be enough of a momentum shift they need to keep this moving forward. TTK.
Oh!
Who goes
Ew.
down. Finds Harvey though to try to trade this. There goes another strangling prison from Vinny, which is unable to get too much value yet. Delena going to take out Chime in the sky. Stinkers onto Delena to even that again. And I believe Dreamland now are going to hold on as Chuckles takes out Millennia. No real strategist to keep the team up as Harvey's
Oh!
coming back. TTK's committing either way. Finds a few in the back line. Not able to make that happen through the strange shield, but a great idea. But you know what? Coming in again, Terra going to find Valentina on the off angle. And even though they gave up point, the numbers are roughly even again.
They are. I mean, maybe you could pick off somebody here, but the even point and the flip comes through from Dreamland. If they win this close fight, that bode well for moving forward because Harvey commits that invisible boundary.
Yeah, again, there's a lot of commitment when being down in numbers. I think they just wanted to end it quickly, feeling confident, but them doing that may have put them in a disadvantageous position here as Stinkers has
Oh,
Chuckles has
Terra,
There's
Terra,
nothing
you were
really
looking like
on the
me
answers.
out there with
Terra
that
goes
aim
down
for a
one
second.
time.
What happened?
Nice shot from Chime. That's definitely huge moving for them.
What
And
happened?
at the moment, you know, you put Chime over to that Ultron. He deals with him on the sky. Delena sure finds one. But as long as they're only getting one, that's what matters, right? The problem is in previous fights, for every one you get, it just felt like 100 Thieves were getting multiple. Finally, Snickers getting online. Maybe something is going to get started for Dreamland.
Yeah, I mean, this is that momentum shift, right? Like, this is, it's starting to look like a team that's coordinated again. Oh, we're just going to go right to the back line here and play aggro on the spawn.
Oh
And
my
that is
god,
a
that's
crazy
fucked
smart
up, bro.
play.
They teleported right on
goes
Stinkers
down.
coming back from
That
spawn,
is
and
genius
oh my
here.
god.
Coming in again, up in numbers. Stinkers going to have to res back. No way to get here quickly. Is going to switch immediately over to the Wolverine and try to get back fast with some of those dives. But again, up in numbers. They got to make a play now. 100 Thieves needs to make something happen. Ult advantage up for Dreamland, but 100 Thieves is closely on that tail as TTK and Vinny are almost there. Millennia, Harvey, Terra, all of them available at this moment.
Oh,
now.
nice
The
block.
Terra who gets stuffed pretty quickly. There is that strangling prison from Vinny who keeps finding success with that. Will they be able to focus through? They cannot. From through the Ultron, keeping them up on the side of Chime. Good focus there. Delena now going to try to put some focus out. Terra cleans up Chuckles again, up a number, make that 2. As Delena finds Valentina. Terra.
Did he hit
onto
anyone?
Mace. Getting back at 90% here for Dreamland. Both portals being used. Vinny
Nice.
onto Stinkers.
Oh,
Delena
his
finds
flicks
Chime,
with
and
controller
that
are really
is
nice.
Very rough here for Dreamland. That could be the end, and 100 Thieves gonna put them down.
There we
in the
go,
lower
chat.
side bracket. They
There
do.
we go.
Wow, that was incredible by 100 Thieves, and like we mentioned, Shiv, that is how they always do it. It feels like the last map
Nice.
of the series for 100
Yo, what's up,
Thieves is just
TTK's
them
dad? Where were
pounding
you the
out,
whole
not even giving the
time?
team a chance, right? Like, that was just dominance from start to finish. Maybe there were some times when you thought Dreamland would come back, right? They had some bright spots, but again, Gibbery going down, unfortunately, is a pretty big deal, right? On the Jeff, you need that at least ultimate later on in the fight. Just goes down for free without even using his ult, and tough spot for Dreamland.
I'm gonna tell
They have some
TTK,
bright spots,
you
but we
didn't
already know the one who
play
shines
that
brightest
bad.
is Terra in 100
Proud
Thieves,
of
because they're
you.
moving into the second round.
Why
And Shiv,
can't
that
you
means every
play
single favorite
like
today
that
won.
when we duo?
Yeah, I mean, we had a couple series that at least pushed an extra game each, but yeah, I mean, it was very decidedly in the favor of the higher seed all day today. And I mean, we gotta say it, 3 consecutive MVPs.
That was a good game.
Is wild as 100